Hello and welcome to Your Health Reclaimed with DrPND, where we help you reclaim your health with tips, tools, and resources to live your most optimal and vibrant life. Here's your host, DrPND.
Welcome back to Your Health Reclaimed with Dr. PND. I'm your host, Dr. PND, and I'm really glad you're here today as we begin a brand new two-part series called Reclaim Your Health into the Holidays and Beyond. Well, if you're like most people, this time of the year can feel like you're being pulled in every little direction. There is food everywhere, there are schedules thrown off, travels, late nights, stress, and a lot less control over your routine than usual. So it can leave any of us feeling like our health goals have to take a backseat until January. But I want to start today by encouraging you with something I tell every client this time of the year. You don't need a perfect holiday season. Obviously, nobody does have that. You just need a supportive one, okay? So I'm going to say that again. You don't need a perfect holiday season. You just need a supportive one. Okay, your body doesn't require perfection to feel good. It just needs consistency, awareness, and a few simple habits that keep you grounded through the chaos. That's exactly what this series is going to give you. So today we're going to talk about why the holidays hit your health so hard, what's actually happening inside your body this time of the year, and how you can support yourself with simple, realistic ways. And then the next week, we'll turn all of that into a step-by-step holiday health plan that fits right into your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. Why the holidays feel so hard on your body? Well, the holiday season creates literally a perfect storm that most people greatly underestimate. Okay, I've been guilty of it back in the day. It pretty much affects anyone, okay? The reason is there is a lot more sugar, a lot more processed food, a lot more ultra-processed food, a lot more alcohol, more stress. For some people, tremendous amount of stress, more late nights, more emotional triggers, a lot less routine, less structure, less sleep, and honestly, less time to take care of yourself, bottom line. Your body systems aren't separate. Okay, you guys know that. They're constantly communicating with one another. So when your blood sugar spikes, your stress goes up. When your stress goes up, your digestion slows. When your digestion slows down, you feel bloated, tired, inflamed. It's all connected. So this is why so many people heading to January literally feeling exhausted, bloated, inflamed, heavier, a lot heavier than they like for some people, craving sugar like crazy, moody and anxious, right down depressed, behind on their goals, and honestly frustrated with themselves all throughout. So, but none of this means that honestly you lack willpower. I understand some people do, but generally speaking, it means your biology responded to 6 to 8 weeks of stressors that all hit at one time, right? Because the holidays are bad. They are stressful for a lot of people, especially here in the United States. And that's why understanding what's happening underneath the surface is so important. So when you learn how your body responds during the holidays, you can support it and enjoy the holiday season without feeling like you've fallen off of a cliff, ultimately. So the 5 systems that need support during the holidays, let's go over these. There are 5 major systems in your body that take the biggest hit during this holiday seasons. These are the same systems I focus on with my clients, and they're the same systems that I want you to keep in mind as we move into the coming weeks. All right, number 1, blood sugar stability. Okay, blood sugar regulation. This is number 1 because it touches everything: your cravings, your mood, your inflammation levels, your energy, your sleep, your hormones, everything. And holiday food is almost always very processed, carb heavy, very heavy on the sugar, with the sweets, and often eaten in very large portions with very little protein or fiber. Okay, that's why you may feel yourself feeling tired, shaky, hungry, again quickly, or craving something sweet right after a meal. Especially for people that battle sugar addiction, it can be severe trigger on a whole nother level. So number two, and that's the inflammation response. Inflammation is not the enemy. It's your body's alarm system, okay? But during the holidays, the alarm goes off more often because you're eating foods you aren't used to. You're more stressed and you're sleeping less. All of this adds fuel to the proverbial fire. Not to mention, a lot of people eat inflammatory foods that they're reactive to. Okay, so if somebody has an immune reactivity to dairy and eggs and wheat and gluten, guess what? Most of the holiday foods you eat are going to contain some of these, if not all of those. So that's very important, okay, to keep in mind. Number three, gut function. When your schedule changes, your toilet schedule changes as well. It's very true. So when your food changes, your digestion changes. And when you're stressed, your gut absolutely feels it. This is usually when people start experiencing bloating, gas, reflux, constipation, diarrhea, or that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. So, and again, that pattern in the holidays greatly affects gut function. Number four, stress regulation. Whether it travels, finances, family dynamics, shopping, planning, or just feeling busy, your nervous system is working overtime. If stress is high, everything else is going to be impacted without fail, from digestion to hormone balance to sugar balance to sleep to immunity and so on. So always respect that. Number five, immune resilience. This season is always a high risk time for sickness. So you're around more people, eating differently, sleeping less, stressing more, and often washing your hands less frequently. Your immune system needs support now more than ever. So this is a big reason why also people get really sick around the holidays, because their immune systems are downregulated. They're eating inflammatory foods. They're around a lot more people through parties and celebrations and so forth. And it becomes usually a good recipe for disaster, aside from the fact that it's usually flu and cold season. So anyway, these five systems are the foundation of your holiday health. And the great news is you can support them all with simple, doable actions, consistent actions. So let's talk about why this season doesn't have to derail you. Well, I want you to shift your mindset here, okay? Most people go into the holidays thinking, well, I'll start over in January. I'm just going to go all out, have all the fun I want, even if I pay the price, and I'll start fresh. And every year, that creates the same cycle, unfortunately. Overindulge, feel awful, get frustrated, restrict in January, get burned out by February or March, repeat the cycle again. It just never works, okay? Just look at the statistics on New Year resolutions. So, but that approach ultimately misses something important. Your body does not need a restart; it just needs support. Okay, and support can look like the following. All right, I'll give you some examples. Eating protein first in your meal, drinking water before coffee. I'll put in even drink water before coffee and after coffee. Going for a 10-20 minute walk after meals, having healthy options available. Okay, setting gentle boundaries of, what parties you're going to attend, are you going to host, other invitations and obligations. It is okay to say no. It's really that simple. The best excuse is, oh, thank you so much for invitation. We had prior arrangements, unfortunately. So I'm really sorry I'm going to have to miss that, or I can't be part of that, okay? It works like a charm. Nobody can say anything. The other thing is sleeping 30 minutes earlier, going to bed just 30 minutes earlier, okay? Anybody can do that. Sleep is essential, okay? Over a week period, well, 30 minutes or half an hour times 7, that's 3.5 hours every week of more sleep, which it adds up over 6 to 8 weeks. And taking supplements that help regulate stress, inflammation, digestion, and immunity. So as you see, you don't have to overhaul your life. You just have to anchor your body and be consistent, okay? So this is what I want you to walk away with for today, okay? The holiday season, all right, doesn't have to be a setback. It can actually be a season where you maintain your progress, protect your health, and feel proud of yourself going into the new year. That also sets you up a lot better for a lot higher success rate with your New Year resolution, if you have one. So the core idea is always consistency and stability over perfection. Okay. Here's what I tell every client I work with. Don't focus on losing weight during the holidays. Focus on preserving your health. That will serve you much better going to the new year. Okay. Preserve your energy, preserve your digestion, preserve your blood sugar, preserve your mental, emotional well-being. When you do that, January feels hopeful and not overwhelming. And like I said, it will set you up for success, not disaster. So next week, we're going to get very practical. I'll walk you through a simple daily routine you can stick to even during busy weeks. My top holiday anchors, what I call easy habits to stabilize your system, basically. How to enjoy holiday meals without guilt or crashes, and what nutraceutical supplements I personally use and recommend to my clients during the season for all around digestive, blood sugar, sleep, and stress and immune support. Really simple. And how to avoid the holiday health crash. And last, and why functional testing is especially valuable this time of the year, and how that can help your goals, and again, set you up for even further success going into the new year. So week 1 was about understanding your body. Week 2 will be about putting it into action. All right. So today was a very short podcast, and I did that for a reason, because I know, again, I'm practicing what I'm preaching, and I know you guys are really busy, and I didn't want to be talking for, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes even, which sometimes I've done, but I wanted to be down and precise and right to the bottom line. So thank you for spending this time with me today, guys. I hope this episode gives you a sense of calm, clarity, and confidence as you move into a busy holiday season. If this was helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast, leave us a review, share this episode with someone who needs encouragement, perhaps, or who you might know it needs it. And visit DrPND.com for our programs, resources, and our clinical grade store, where you can find supplements I trust and recommend with my family and the clients that I work with. Anyway, I will see you guys next week for part 2, and together we'll make this your healthiest holiday season yet. Until next time.
Thank you for your valuable time and for listening to the Your Health Reclaimed podcast with Dr. PND. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and share this episode with a person you know it can help. If we can help you in any way, or you would like to connect with Dr. PND, please visit drpnd.com. That's drpnd.com.